Do you know what would have made more sense now I think about it is having a Ring of Honor pay-per-view this weekend. That's what would have made a lot more sense instead of having All Out, Death before Dishonor, Glory by Honor, whatever you want to call it, something by Honor, Honor by something. Would have made a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Eddie Kingston, Claudio Castagnoli main event. Samoa Joe, Shane Taylor. You could have a women's title match. 6-man tag team title match. MJF and Adam Cole defending the tag titles. Would have made a lot more sense, surely, than what they're doing. This weekend, yeah, it should have been Ring of Honor. A big Ring of Honor show. Ring of Honor, let's have it right, doesn't get the treatment it deserves. A legendary company, one of the best wrestling companies of all time. And it should be getting more. Should be their show this weekend. Definitely. A big show for AEW last weekend. It should have been at Ring of Honor this weekend, in my opinion. TV show, nothing really to write home about. Let's have it right. Had a decent match with, at the beginning though, some Zack Sabre Jr. defending his TV title. That's the New Japan TV title, by the way, against Metalik. They put in a good showing. Let's have that right. There were some other decent matches. 6-man tag titles were on the line in the main event. Gates of Agony retained, along with Brian Cage against Action Andretti. What was Darius Martin and Shoddy Lee Johnson. It was okay, I suppose. No real big stars on this show though. Didn't have that feeling on this week's episode really. Emi Sakura had a match against Alice Crowley. That was bad. That was not worth watching. Apart from that, nothing really to talk about really going on in Ring of Honor, which is a shame. Deserves more attention, really, in my opinion, and it's not getting it. In my opinion, like I've been saying, this should have been a Ring of Honor show. All Out should not have been happening. Should have saved it to the end of September, even though until October. Should be a Ring of Honor pay-per-view this weekend. Eddie Kingston, Claudio Castagnoli in the main event. Adam Cole and MJF defending their tag team titles, newly won. That would have made sense. They're doing it anyway this weekend. Samoa Joe, Shane Taylor. They're doing it anyway this weekend. Throw in a couple more matches and it makes sense to have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view rather than another AEW one. Let me know what you think down below. Not like it's going to change now anyway, but would have made sense, wouldn't it, really? Ring of Honor needs to get more attention. They need to treat it better than they treat it. Shouldn't be the D show where all the people that they had on Elevation and Dark have just been thrown on here week in, week out with nothing to do and going nowhere. At least create some storylines and do something with the weekly shows. Make us want to watch. Make it a separate thing. Doesn't feel like it should be. It doesn't feel like Ring of Honor. Reminds me of the times when WWE bought ECW and it just didn't feel the same. And this Ring of Honor doesn't feel the same. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.